Good morning, Eric Bowles, Economic Development Director, City of North Canton, and I'm here with Joel Waggoner this morning at Waggoner Chocolates, 1281 South Main Street. Thanks for letting us come by this morning, Joel. Really
Eric, it's always
it.
great. Yeah, absolutely, always great to be here.
We've got a great opportunity to work with Joel, and little bit of help we offered to the city to help him grow his business a bit. Joel, tell us a little bit about the business and how long you've been here.
Yeah, it's actually a great story because this building that you're in today, here at 1281 South Main Street, was built by my grandfather in 1954 when his house in Canton burned down. That's where they actually ran the original candy company in Canton, Ohio. So when that burned down, he built this in Canton, Ohio, here in North Canton. And it's the family original factory that was built for manufacturing all of the confections. And then we moved to another building, and then we built another building. But we moved back here in 2003.
That's right.
Right, and that's when actually Eric and I got together and did the financing for some of the equipment things that we have here.
Yeah, and then you've the storefront here, and for those people who haven't ever been in Waggoner's Chocolates, it's a bit deceiving because we're on the sales floor here, and it's a beautiful sales floor, but all the candies that are made here are all made by Joel Waggoner and his staff. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's actually interesting because, as I mentioned to you earlier, it's the #1 question that we get. Do you make all the candies right there in North Canton? And you know, 50 years ago, they made all the candies here, but then the equipment was so large that we actually had to have other factories to make all the chocolates and confections at different locations. Today, technology has gotten so small and so condensed, we're actually able to make the chocolates and confections, everything that we do here, right in this facility. So we've got about 28,000 square feet, 26,000 square feet, and everything is shipped from here literally around the world.
Well, if you love chocolate, this is certainly the place to be. Joel, tell us a little bit about the manufacturing process and also about your customers, because I know you just don't sell here in your store to North Canton. You're pretty international.
Right, and it's a great question again because a lot of folks say Waggoner Chocolates. It's so hard to build a brand. We did it with our old company. When that company was sold and I moved here to Waggoner Chocolates in 2003, we have a nice little saying, chocolates for everyone, flavors for everyone, and then behind every great product is the real story. So Waggoner Chocolates, myself and the company and the people that we work with here, we've got customers literally around the world, literally across the United States. We've made chocolates for just about every big company that you can possibly think of in the industry, and I don't want to do any name drops on things like that, but we've made chocolates for people like Disney, International Home Foods, a lot of the department stores, and we still do a lot of that kind of work today. But we make over 200 different products here at the factory at 1281 South Main Street.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's a lot of products.
It's a lot of products. I mean, people just don't realize that we do it all right here.
Well, you must have a pretty good workforce. How many people are employed here?
You know, it's funny because when I came back from our original company, we were over 100 employees. We worked 7 days a week our first and second year. And then it started to come into its own again, but we have probably between 30 and 40 full-time employees.
Wow.
And we actually then seasonally probably go up to as high as maybe 60 or 70.
Joel, tell us a little bit about the products that you make for if there's anybody in North Canton that hasn't been to Waggoner's Chocolates. Tell us a little bit about the products.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, our #1 product are the Buckeyes. Mm-hmm. Buckeyes, it's just not an Ohio thing anymore. Buckeyes we sell all over the country. So whether you're in Florida, whether you're in California, so many people, there's got to be 20-some million people in Ohio alone. We're one of the biggest states from a population standpoint. So many people have come from Ohio. #1 product's Buckeyes, but we make great turtles. Turtles are what we call pecan dainties with the caramel and the nuts and the chocolate.
Boy, that sounds delicious.
Oh my gosh. So whether it's, this is like the whole experience of, being the kid in the candy store because we have all the flavors. So, whether you like the old-fashioned creams, we have vanilla, we have chocolate, we have strawberry, we have blueberry. We just did the green apple. These are flavors that are just phenomenally great. Yeah.
Well, one thing I think the listeners should know is that not only is Joel an entrepreneur, but he's also an industrial engineer, and much of the equipment here, including the machine that makes Buckeyes, that was designed by you.
Yeah, we actually did that way back in the day, and then we actually started a new process here. So although not an engineer by trade and schooling, self-taught, but we sort of lay everything out. We do all of our own, like design and development from an equipment standpoint, and how things are how they're gonna work, how they're formulated, and then how they get processed out into the final giftable form that the customers today get. Yeah.
Well, I know how you're busy most of the year, but I know especially during the holidays, you're extra busy. Which holiday is the biggest?
Ooh, Christmas by far.
Christmas by far?
And it's just because Christmas is so drawn, because Christmas sort of starts, I think, for everybody before Thanksgiving. And then it rolls all the way through December. But, you know, Christmas, Valentine, Easter, there's never a bad occasion for chocolate. And I personally eat chocolate every day. I do, I really do. Matter of fact, that's why we have our little chocolate guy. Our little chocolate guy. So for those folks out there, my real name is Cedric, and I go by, everybody calls me Joe. It's a really long story, but there was a sportscaster in Minnesota that was named, he was either a sportscaster or weatherman, but he was famous Cedric, so everybody named after Cedric. So our chocolate guy's name is Ced, and that stands for chocolate every day.
That's great.
Yeah, one of those things.
Well, Joel, thanks for letting us in this morning, and for all of our listeners, 1281 South Main Street, Waggoner's Chocolates. Please stop by. You'll really enjoy the experience. Eric Bowles signing out. Thanks.